If you're not giving me an A, give me an F. You giving me the worst grade in the world, worse than an F, is a D. Because with the D, even though we love the D over here, you know which D I'm talking about. But with the D, oh, my coffee looks so good.
It does.
That don't even look like coffee. That's not even coffee.
The way the whipped cream is running down the side of the coffee.
That is over.
The white stuff is run down the side of my face from time to time.
That looks really good. The coffee looks good.
That's my coffee.
If I drank coffee, I would drink that.
That looks like coffee.
Y'all hire clowns as if you were running a circus. So you get a circus and you hire clowns. Anyway, moving on.
Take it from the people who play cards for him. He be cheating.
No, I only cheat on Uno. Only Uno. Only Uno.
Uno, Tuno, Luno, he is a cheater.
Everything.
If you cheat,
See, they said you probably look. He said you probably do cheat. He do.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
I'm out of here. Bye.
OnlyFans so that you can look at the longer videos and you can go in the comforts of your own little room at the boarding house, rent it home, grab your little Albaline and stroke it out for as long as you want it, playing it over and over and over, the long videos of Malik's long peen, because you have an infatuation with his long peen. I am certain that at this point you want him to shove his long peen somewhere inside of your body. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
The devil and the devil was fucking up here.
Here he go.
Y'all wasn't gonna make me the oldest one on here.
You did not send me a text, a link.
I did.
I do have to
On the
say,
flyer.
Ty, you were in the group chat on Instagram, whatever Instagram that was.
Wait, what? Kenny? Love you down. I don't have no problem with Kenny. I like Kenny. But Kenny girl. Kenny girl. Kenny girl, we did not think he was nobody's straight. Neither did we think he was nobody's top. At best, verse. If I stretch, maybe if I stretch, I might give you verse top. I'll stretch and give you verse top. But you do know that we had already deduced that you like to have spoons dipped into your sugar bowl, right? We had already. I mean, I don't think there's anybody, even DeAndre, who professes that he's the top, and Archie, who professes that he's the top. They profess to be straight tops. You ain't gonna get me to believe that they had a spoon dipped into their sugar bowl every now and then. Like the least about JG.
Yeah, no, that's a tough one. Well, definitely what I like the most about David is
y'all girls need to understand. Girl, you had a bust down. Girl, y'all had a one night stand. Y'all got drunk one day. Y'all had a one night stand. It was good that night because you was drunk. Probably if you was sober, you gonna be like, girl, this wasn't even that good. But girl, you was drunk or coked out or a combination of the two of them. Whatever the fuck y'all do down there to the LA. Y'all had a good bust down. It was what it was. You should have kept it moving. All right. I am here. It is I. I am here. What is going on, people? What is going on? I am so glad to have you here. Welcome to Silly Saturday. Manic Monday. I was trying to. Oh, girl, I got salad in my teeth. Hold on. I was trying to eat something on the way before I got on here. Hold on. Hold on. Let me go get a floss thing. Hold on. All right. Now I'm ready. Whew, sorry about that. Had a big old piece of salad right there. That was not cute. Oh, what's going on, y'all? Welcome. I am starting early because even with it being a Manic Monday, which means that some of our segments are cut, it still takes us a long time. So I want to be able to get through and do it justice. So I'm gonna say hey to y'all, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Y'all do what y'all supposed to do. Please hit the like button and all of those good things, if you would, ma'am, sir. Please, please, please hit the like button. Let's see where we at so far. It shows 17 likes. So everybody just hit the like button. Y'all know YouTube ain't doing us no favors. Okay, so do that and we'll be good. Let me say hey to y'all, and then I'm ready to get started. Hey, Complex 613, Crazy Homebody Girl, Karen D, Tracy W, Felicia, Lock Queen, Chimera, Tamara. Hey, Catherine Powell, Xavier, DPG. Thank you so much, Karen. I had 2 funerals this weekend, 2 of them. Drinks with D. Hey, little baby. And all the way from the ghetto, talking about the ghetto. The ghetto. I'm gonna have to clip that song and just clip that one part of that song. That song did used to ride though. The ghetto. That thing used to ride though. I'm gonna have to clip that part of that song. I am. Hey, Ravine. Hey, Janae. Montrez, what's good, bruh? What is up? Jason, what is going on, sir? Terrence, what is up? How's it going? You say we gonna need Larry today? Well, in all honesty, whenever I do a silly Saturday, I purposely try to be light on the heavy sugar spike segments. I try to be light. That don't always work out, but I try. Now look at who we have here. Hey, Paul. Hey, Paul. How are you today? Hey, Precious Jewel. What's going on, my love? Hey, Terry. What is Antonia? What is going on? Tracy C. You know I'm always glad to see you. Tracy, I was talking to Terrence this weekend while I was on the road. And I was telling him when we go down to the cruise, he gonna have to hang with us. And then Terrence not Terrence. Damn, I said Terrence. I was talking to Cams, not Terrence, Cam. So I told Cam, I said, well, Cam, you can hang with me and Tracy, but me and Tracy gonna be drinking. Do you hear me? Drinking. And he was like, but I don't drink that much. I said, just sit to the side. We got this for you. Don't worry about it. Me and Tracy got this for you, okay? What's going on, Jay Parrish? What is going on? Hey, who said that? Welcome in. I'm not sure if this is your first time here, but welcome. We love to have new people. We do. Hey, Savon, what's going on, beautiful? What's going on?
Weiler's Italian Ice. Okay. I got some Outshine popsicle sticks. Popsicles, I should say. And I got the grape. Today I had grape. So, so there's that. You doing good today? Oh, Trey must have did you right. Look at Paul. I'm doing good today. Trey did you right today, huh? Paul. You got tea and lemon for Larry's vocal. You know what? Cams can be the designated driver, child. Baby, we gonna listen. The bar crawl is gonna be real. It's gonna be so serious. The drinks ain't gonna drink themselves. It's not your first time. All right. Well, you know how this goes then. Sit back, relax, have a good time. I hope y'all have something to snack on. I hope y'all have something to drink on. Cause we're about to get this show on the road. Go ahead and put a Shondo in the chat and let me know you're ready to get started. I did not. I just got some Crystal Light in this water. So that's all I have. Crystal Light in this water. Fruit punch flavored. All right. Because if y'all ready, I'm ready. I see my Shondos, so I'm ready to get this party started. I'm finna eat these hot, fresh cookies and ice cream. Okay. What kind of cookies? I love white chocolate macadamia nuts. That's like my favorite cookie. That and sugar cookies. I like sugar cookies and I like snickerdoodles. Those are my three. White chocolate macadamia, sugar cookies, and snickerdoodles. Those are my favorites right there. It looks like we're ready to get started. Hey, lovely 31 Blueprint. You ready? I'm ready, lovely 31 Blueprint. I am ready. Let's go ahead and get this party started. And with that being said, hey, MVN, what's going on, boo? MVN, I don't know if you saw the replay, but I did unbox your gifts, your fan here and your rose as well. But I unboxed them the other day. Shondo, to you, this is a nice fan. I like this fan. But I did unbox it the other day. I don't know if you saw the replay. Hey, Janae. Now, look who been missing class. I'm glad to see you, Janae. I be feeling like I be missing you. We got a slice of cheesecake left in the fridge. Okay. You got snickerdoodles there at the house, El Cid. Hey, El Cid. Child, them my three flavors right there, honey. Snickerdoodle and some vanilla. Child, don't do that to me, DPG. Dear God. Chocolate chip, peanut butter, and snickerdoodle. Now, do you make your peanut butter cookies like our grandma? Like grandma used to make it, where she used to take the little fork and mash it down and make the little design in the middle of the peanut butter cookie. You know how when your grandma make the little peanut butter cookie, they roll it in the little ball, right? And then when they roll it in the little ball, they take the prongs of the forks, and they mash it and make the little design in the top of the peanut butter cookie. That's old school. That's how grandmas used to do it back in the day. Or was it just my grandma? I'm just saying. Anyway, it's fine. I like these. I like this. I love it, MVN. Thank you so much. Chocolate chip, peanut butter. Okay. I know they be down there working you to death. I already know. Okay, you do the little grandma little forks. Okay. Yes, child. You know, grandma used to roll it in the little ball, take that little fork and mash it down, make the little design, and it go. It used to be so good. extra the grandmas used to put in that thing. Make that thing extra good, man. Cha. Woo. Anyway, y'all, we ready to get started. It's time for my favorite segment. It is time for my favorite segment. It's time for the hashtag ABCs.
ABC. A bitch can't. A bitch can't get a hit. A bitch can't get on the charts. A bitch can't get a Grammy. A bitch just can't.
A bitch just can't. And y'all know what? I made something else for y'all too. Let me know if y'all like this one too.
Go with God. Go with God, Crispy.
I made that just because I didn't have a go with God. So I made that one. Let me play it again, see if y'all like it.
Go with God. Go with God, Crispy.
Go with God. One more time.
Go with God. Go with God, Crispy.
Yes. Anyway, because I feel like I needed one. Those people knew this is our segment where we looked at the headline, and by the headline, and from the headline alone, we knew we did not have the energy, the strength, the stamina, the bandwidth to deal with whatever was contained in that article or in that news story. So what we said was, screw it. We just gonna skip on by because we can't do it. A bitch can't. We just can't. I have to be in the mood for peanut butter. I like the sweet and salty when I'm oatmeal raisin and new school oatmeal cranberry. Child. Okay. One more time. One more time. Cause I like that. One more time.
Go with God. Go with God, Crispy.
You got to have the 2 page, both Golden Girls and Sister Act 2. Okay. Child. Go with God, Crispy. Girl. All right, we don't have the testicular fortitude. We don't have nothing. Hey, Cassandra. Anyway, let's see what the first hashtag ABC has with us. Has for us. Listen, I saw the 2 of these on in one story. I said nope, nope, nope. I saw both of them and said absolutely not. Nope. Mm-mm. Hey, butterfly, what's going on, boo? I said I don't have the time. I don't have the energy. No. I don't. I don't want to know anything about whatever this is. I don't want no parts of it. Whatever the hell this is, I don't want no parts of it. Again, whatever the hell this is, I don't want no parts of it. Do I need to say that again? I don't want no parts of whatever this is. None. None at all. I'm just saying. Just saying. Go, go with God.
Go with God. Go with God, Crispy.
Because we don't have that type of energy. First of all, before I get to the fact that y'all are just frolicking in Target when we on the whole ass Target fucking boycott, but who's still in their right mind is allowing the likes of Rick Ross to lay on top of them, to call them his girlfriend? Like, who's doing that in the year of our Lord 2025? Y'all still over here after Rick Ross? I mean, I figure between him and his girlfriend, they fighting over bras and shit down to his house, with both of them possibly having a D cup. His cup size might be bigger than hers. Girl, I cannot. Hey, Bama girl. Baby, I can. I don't have the. I don't know. I don't. Jeez, God. Ladies, y'all still out here lusting after Rick Ross? The question is, did y'all ever start? I don't think nobody was ever lusting after him. It gotta be something, Chef Dog, that I don't understand. I don't get it at all. Dottie's sweating in areas that don't have sweat. Child. Listen, even Lock Queen said she ain't feeling it, Rick Ross. She is not here for you. Lock Queen said no. Girl, Paul, they over there fighting over bronze. No, that's mine. No, that's mine. Bitch, that's my bronze. No, that's mine. Girl. Woo. I cannot. But I mean, needless to say, hey, Lady D, aren't we supposed to be in a whole ass Target boycott? Hey, Sharice. Aren't we in a whole? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Aren't we in a whole ass boycott of the Target? Not his beard color with the Sharpie ink. I'm not doing this with you, AOC. Not he get his bronze from 50. Oh God. Oh God. Rick Ross, we don't have this type of time. Rick Ross, and whoever your alleged girlfriend is, we don't have this type of time. Sir, go with God.
Go with God. Go with God, Crispy.
Go with God. I mean, we don't have this type of time. I just cannot. It just went from bad to worse. Y'all go from Soldier Boy to Rick Ross to Dr. Umar. So now we have a reality dating show because y'all around here dating the likes up. So we start off with Soldier Boy and his dating life. Then we saunter down the block down to Rick Ross Lane to see that he's dating somebody. And now, we moseyed on down to Dr. Umar Boulevard, and he has a whole fucking dating show. Is this what we're doing? Why the fuck am I single? And y'all over here creating dating shows for the likes of fucking Dr. Umar. Baby, listen, something is going terribly wrong. Terribly wrong. So y'all, I could even go if you say I'm on a dating show because I'm all about the bands and the money and I'm a gold digger. He ain't got no gold to dig up. He ain't got no money for you to go after. Like, I don't know. I give up. I just don't know no more. I don't know no more. Clearly, we are, Janae, clearly. It's a basket of deplorables. I just don't understand. I don't know. I can't. I don't. Like, no, Xavier. No means no, and yes means no, Xavier. No. We're not doing this, Xavier. No, we're not. See, Xavier, this is why we do not take your choicing skills We do not take them seriously. Nope. The fact that you could even type that without going up in a cloud of fire is beyond my level of comprehension. I'm not doing this with you, Xavier. He out here scamming, Felicia. We're not doing this with you, Xavier. We're not doing this. We're not doing this with you, Xavier. We're not doing this. Not big and we're not discussing this man's meat. Nope. 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 No, 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 nope. No, nope. 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 We're not. Nope. Can't do it. Won't do it. Mm-mm. 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 No, 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 no. This is exactly why he's in the hashtag ABCs. We're not doing this.
Go with God. Go with God, Crispy.
We're not doing this. We're moving on. No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not doing this with y'all. Nope. Nope. Can't do it. Won't do it. That whole conversation. Nope. That whole conversation just sent me to a place I didn't think that I would ever be in. Not doing it. It's time to dive into the dossier, please. Please. Lord. It's time to dive into the dossier. Jesus God. Listen, y'all. This headline almost made it into the hashtag ABCs, but I had an update. There's an update on his case that I have to give y'all. But needless to say, some of these people out here are vile. The fact that y'all are trying to capitalize on whatever this young man is going through, talking about y'all selling the boots he had on eBay for $10,000. You people are vile. Like that's a whole nother level of contemptibility, which is not even a word. I just made it up. Like, really? That's what we're doing? Like, really? I cannot. I cannot. I saw that headline and I was like, y'all, this, I told y'all the other day when all of this shook down, I am not celebrating that the man got arrested. I really want him to get the help that he needs. I don't care how y'all feel. If you are in the black gay community, he is one of our own, and we should not be relishing in the demise of one of our own. We don't get to have too many out there. Okay? And so we should not be celebrating the demise of one of our own. This whole story bothers me. It really does. Now, I did see that his family had said that they wanted to reach out to see if maybe there was some type of intervention that they could do with him. Well, apparently he was charged officially today. The LA County District Attorney charged him with 4 felonies, including battery with injury on a police officer. They say the police say when they confronted him, he charged the officers and presumably injured at least 3 of them, hence the 3 felony charges. They also charged him with resisting an executive order. An executive officer. Now they gave him a $75,000 bail, which I'm sure he can pay. Well, I guess I shouldn't assume. But my assumption is that he can, somebody on the team can conjure up $75,000 in bail money. But so I'm sure he'll be out. But y'all know how it is when you have black celebrities that do certain things. They try to really throw the book at them and really try to make examples of them. Now I'm gonna say this because this is gonna segue into our next story, okay? It's really gonna segue into our next story. My fear for Little Nas X is, look at the history of this stuff. Sentencing is not only compounded when you are black and gay, they really go out of their way to make an example of you. Because what happens is, and I'm going to just call it what it is. Many, even in the black community, try to make an example of someone that's black and gay because they, want to, that's their way of sentencing the gay community. You know what I'm saying? I have a problem with what my mind is going in terms of how they're going to try to do a maximum sentence. 1, he's a celebrity. 2, he's a black celebrity. 3, you tack gay on top of that. I'm telling you, this is about to segue into our next story, but I really do fear how they're really going to try to make an example out of this young man on something that really at best could have been some misdemeanor charges, pay a fine, maybe do some community service and going on with life. Pay a misdemeanor charge. If anything, if you want to throw the book at him, make him go seek some psychiatric help, or make him adjudicate him that he has to go in the treatment or something like that. But I fear that this is going to take a turn. They're going to try to make an example out of him. They're going to try to throw the book at him, and we could see. I hope this is not right, but we could see them do him like they try to do a lot of black gay celebrities that are not afraid to date black gay men. They try to send them away. They try to do things to alienate them or to cut their careers short because they only want to celebrate black gays if they're dating white people or white presenting people. I'm just telling you what I know. Hey, Tanya, boo. Tanya, did you get my text? I'm telling you, they only want to glorify or present to the world black gays if they are willing to attach themselves to white gays or white presenting gays. That is it. If you are authentically black and gay, and you say that you don't mind dating somebody that's authentically black and gay, that's a step too far for them. I'm just telling you what I know. Interesting. Oh, I didn't even get it, Tanya. I've been busy all day, Tanya. My day has been. I see it now, Tanya. My day been. No, I need the. Oh, you did text me, child. I didn't even see. I went right by it. I see it now. Thank you. Um, if anything, this proves what we've been saying, that most police forces are not equipped to deal with mental health crises. And clearly, regardless if you think it was drug induced or something else nefarious was going on, he clearly was not in a cognitive mental state where you would consider him being at normal mental capacity. So as opposed to trying to help him, they're going to try to make an example out of him. I'm telling you how this is going to go. And it saddens me. I'm so afraid for how this may end, and I hope and pray that I am wrong. I hope and pray that I am wrong, but this is I don't see this ending well. I mean, 4 felony. I mean, really? Really? Like, this is a lot. This is a whole lot. Which leads me, everything I just said in preface leads me to this. Now, watch this weekend. I told y'all I was going to watch it so that y'all didn't have to watch it. So I did. I watched it so that you all did not have to. We left the end of the long and short of it is the only new thing that I saw on the documentary was when they had the guy who worked at the hotel that saw the 2 alleged perpetrators and said irrefutably it was they were white, and the lady that lived in Jussie's building that says she saw them as well just before the attack, and she said also it was a white male. Now, when they started showing the video at the end, where if you look on one camera, it looked like white man, and then on another one, it looked like a black man. I don't know. It was. It was like that part at the end where they were showing the video and asking people, is this a white person or a black person? Now, the former police chief or superintendent of police, him and the little lesbian looking lady, listen, this is the Chicago PD. And y'all, they can tell me that today is Monday, and I'm gonna say, fuck that. It's the day before Tuesday or the day after Sunday. But they're gonna go out of their way to make anything that doesn't go 100% along with whatever they presented seem like it's far-fetched. And we know the very same people telling us that we have to believe them are known liars and people known to fabricate police reports. I told y'all, some of y'all was here at the time when we discussed it, and we discussed when that superintendent of police, the black guy, came out there saying all of this stuff, and I was like, well, you are really out here saying that you know without a shadow of a doubt what was in his head. Because remember, he was like, oh, well, he was upset about. And I was like, well, sir, shouldn't you just be presenting the facts that y'all found, not making speculations about what you think? It's just too much going on. I don't know. Y'all know I was one of the last people, and I'm still holding on to a strand of possibility in my head that Jussie could be telling the truth. So I don't even know why I watched this. But I don't believe the Osendero brothers as far as I could throw them. Baby, they proved from the beginning. Even if I believe the Jussie situation, y'all proved from the beginning that you could be bought and sold. So like I didn't believe those brothers from the very beginning. Baby, we know Y'all are the ones that said I am a Nigerian prince email scamming the people out of their money. We already know that y'all come from that part of Nigeria where y'all sending out emails saying that you're a Nigerian prince. So we know y'all are whole stunt queens. Baby, the way you found him, y'all was down there to the bathhouse and you knew who he was and had money, and y'all was getting him to let y'all crack his back and beat his box for some extra money. Y'all said y'all would do anything for extra money. Now, the part that upset me was this whole, because like I said, from the beginning during that time, even if they feel like Jesse lied, the fact that the way they took this thing way further than it had to go, the fact that they were mad at Kim Fox, who said, I'm treating this like any other person who was just a regular person and they had no priors, never committed a crime. Even if I feel like they filed a false police report, this was non-violent, nothing happened to nobody, he did it to himself. Baby, I'm doing it like I would anybody else. Rahm Emanuel and his fuck shit, because we know he's full of fuck shit. And a whole bunch of people down there needed an axe to grind and made this way more than it is. And this was a black gay man that, even though they were saying, oh, he falsified a hate crime, it shows even more of people's bigotry, that they were so ready to throw the book on him about this situation, even if you say he lied. But the fact that people were so ready and willing to go that far overboard to make an example out of him shows me your bigotry was already there. Your bigotry was latent underneath the surface that you may not have even realized. Okay. The fact that instead you got mad at Kim Fox, who this black woman who said, I'm gonna do the right thing and treat him like I would anybody else in this case, right? Y'all had to say, y'all let Rahm Emanuel say, no, fuck that, I'm getting a special prosecutor. Even after they sent him to jail, he got out of jail and all of that stuff, that was done. Remember, they reopened the case after it was already adjudicated. Y'all don't remember that? It was like a whole double jeopardy situation. No, it started under Rahm Emanuel. It started under Rahm Emanuel. Lori Lightfoot came afterwards, but it started under Rahm Emanuel. Yeah, it started under Rahm Emanuel, not Lori Lightfoot. Lori, because remember, Lori Lightfoot ended up having to fire the police chief because he lied to her. And remember, the police chief got pulled over and was drunk as hell. How does that work? How does the chief of police, have a drunk driving situation? They pull you over. Your officers at that point don't say, hey, chief, let me try to make this go away. You know what? Let us take you home. We'll drive your car home. No harm, no foul. How you end up a mess? Just a fucking mess. A damn mess. I watched it. It did not listen. She is the original wig. She's the original wig. Oh my God. I wonder if I have a Lori Lightfoot in here. Oh, y'all, if I have a Lori Lightfoot, hold on, y'all. I bet not have a Lori Lightfoot in here. I swear to God, hold on. If I have a Lori Lightfoot picture in here, I swear to God, I cannot. It's no way I got a Lori Lightfoot in here. I know I have it on my phone. It'll take me too long to search for it on my phone. Oh, but I ain't got her with the I don't have her where you can see her head. I have her like this, but I don't have her where we can see her head. I'm gonna have to get a Lori Lightfoot out here. The original wig. Wig. Because Lori Lightfoot is the original wig. Hey, Miss Baytang. Ciao. Woo. Ciao. She is the original wig. Shout out the wig. Wig. But yeah, I mean, I told y'all I was gonna watch it. So y'all did not have to watch it. I watched it. It was a lot of back and forward. It was a lot of things that Jussie said his part, Darrow people said they part, the police said they part. You had attorneys and stuff. They had a bunch of different people that was saying stuff. Like I said, the only thing that I saw that I had not seen during the original, when not all of this stuff played out in real time, was I never saw the testimony or the account from that black guy, the black young man who worked at that at the hotel across the street, that they said literally stopped the perpetrators right afterwards and shined the light in the man's face and said no, it was a white man. And remember, if you watch the documentary, there's an actual video of the black guy actually confronting the man that did this, but the video, somebody cut the video. They cut 10 seconds out of the video, and it was the 10 seconds where the black guy who worked at the hotel literally went and confronted the men that assaulted Jussie on the side of the road. I had not seen his testimony, and I had not seen the white lady that worked that said she was walking her dogs and that lived in the same condo as Jussie. I had not seen her account when she says unequivocally it was a white man. Hey, symmetry. That was the only new thing. But that part at the end where they were showing the video of or the pictures or the video of them walking across the street, and it said, is that a white man or a black man? Half the people say it's white, half the people say it's black. It was a mess. That was a mess. So I don't know. Well, technically he is free, Xavier. He's no longer in jail. He is free. So I watched it. Y'all don't have to watch it. 112 is going on their Room 112, where the players dwell tour. And they are going to be on tour with Total. Now I don't know how y'all gonna have Total without Pam, because Pam ain't apparently Pam ain't gonna be there with them. I don't know how you have Total without Pam. Hey, Harold. Hey. Yeah, I don't know how you have Total without Pam, but who the hell am I? Because I don't even remember them other chicks from Total even singing nothing. If I remember correctly, Total, Pam did all of the leads, didn't she? Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe I don't know. Child, look at you. She is saved Sector 5 filled with the Holy Ghost and the mighty burning fire. But I'm sure when that money dry up, she may make her way on down there. I mean, she went on the show. What was the little show with all of the other R&B artists? What was the name of the show? Wasn't that a oh God, what was the name of the show? With the Promises girl. God, what was the name of that show? But when it was, all of the old R&B artists was on there. Encore, thank you. Thank you, the F4. Hey, sir. But I'm like, I don't know, child. Case is gonna be on there too. Now I love Case. Case can sing down. But Case is not gonna be at the Los Angeles, California show, and he's not gonna be at the Oakland, California show. He missing all of the shows in California. You wanted or something in California, Case? Why you not going to California? What's going on? You got warrants down to the California case? Child. Gee. I'm just saying. Anyway, anybody going? Hey, Uncle Jay. Is anybody going? Anybody going? I'm trying. They end their tour in Atlanta in February, but they start in November. They don't have no dates though in December. The whole month of December they don't have no dates. And then they end on November 30th. Then they start back the end of January. Anybody going? Why ain't nobody answering? Y'all need to go and support these people. Y'all need to go hear Slim sing, "In the shower, when you touch me, make me feel so good inside. Tell me how you like it." Y'all not going to go hear 112? Peaches and Cream. Y'all not going to go hear that? Nobody. You could be going for 112. I'm just saying. That would be hot to have Case and listen. Case and Joe on that song is just strong male R&B vocals. That's some strong male R&B vocals with Case and Joe on Faded Pictures. I think that was from the Rush Hour soundtrack too. Xavier, don't do that to 112. 112 is pretty good now. I'm not going to let you diminish who and what 112 is. 112 was a good, solid group. But nobody's you know what? Ain't y'all not going to go see them? Xavier, you the one who is over there fainting after Dr. Umar's meat. So we don't want to hear nothing you have to say for the rest of the day. You gave your support to Q last week? Oh, okay. Ciao. Right, Twin Flames. You see how he trying to do 112? Don't do 112. Now, you can say what you want. 112 was a good group now. I ain't gonna hold you. Well, the people, I don't know if the people are going, 112. Listen. I think I have a prior. Oh no, the 2nd of February we'll be on the cruise, so I can't go 112 because on February 2nd when y'all in Atlanta, y'all not going to Miami either. Yeah, I can't go. I'm sorry. I will be on the cruise. If we wasn't on the cruise, I might think about it, but since we'll be on the cruise, then there's that. Gloria Estefan says she's serious. She's serial. This is cereal. That's what Gloria and Emilio said. More so Gloria than Emilio. Okay. They said they sick and tired of people coming up to them and reporters asking them about this Diddy case and living next to him and if they had anything to do with the stuff like people have alleged that they have. And they filed a lawsuit or are at least considering. They a reporter came up to them and they got upset and frustrated and mad and said that they were both of them said that they were considering legal action because they tired of their names getting mentioned in all of these lawsuits because they ain't got nothing to do with no Diddy parties and all of that fuck shit. They're not with all of that fuck shit that Diddy got going on. Hey, Ariel. Right, Ariel. You see how they try to do 112? Child. Demetria, girl, you late to class. Where you been? Hey, boo. Gloria and Emilio say lead them out of it, okay? Lead them the fuck out of it. Y'all keep bothering them. They already talked to their attorneys. All they got to do is tell their attorneys it's go time, and the lawsuit will be filed. Keep them the fuck out of it. Gloria Estefan said, I got to go sing 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, baby, keep me up there. 5, 6, 7 times. Come on, Gloria. Hey, you know what I'm saying? She got to go over there and say, come on, shake your body, baby. Do that. Come, I know you throw yourself any longer. Come on, Gloria. Gloria has some hits. Y'all can say what y'all want to say. Gloria Estefan and the Miami Sound Machine had some hits over there. She even had a couple ballads. Remember, she had Coming Out of the Dark. I finally see the light now, and it's shining on me. Gloria had some hits now. Y'all hating on Gloria. Remember, they had her singing down to the Olympics. If I could reach higher. She was over there at the Atlanta Olympics and stuff. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Demetria, they over there working you, girl? Right. Rhythm is gonna get you. Rhythm is gonna get you. Rhythm is gonna get you. Ah. Gloria has some hits. I like the Reach too. Baby Gloria, y'all can sleep on Gloria if y'all want to. Gloria had a catalog now. Y'all can say what y'all want. Mama is a paid bitch. Gloria, I mean, you know what? Gloria, listen. Don't even wait, Gloria. Just go ahead and file the lawsuits now. Because they ain't gonna leave y'all alone. Go ahead and file the lawsuits, Gloria. Southwest is in the news. Now, Southwest, listen, Southwest. Spirit is already, they say, like a year away from closing their doors permanently. Y'all done went to charging people for their bags, and now this. According to a report by the Houston Chronicles, passengers who, quote, encroach upon the neighboring seat, end of quote, will now be required to purchase an additional ticket up front, eliminating the leniency that once made the airline a go-to for plus-size passengers. So plus-size passengers used to be able to get they didn't have to pay for an extra seat if they were if they took up space in the seat next to them. But now they're like, now we doing just like all the other airlines. You got to pay for that extra seat, whether or not you want to. Now they said that you could purchase the extra seat in advance and receive a refund or request one at the airport if the space is if space is permitted. The updated policy, but if that's a packed flight, baby, you better have already purchased it, or you will be charged. Listen, y'all just really Southwest, y'all really trying to lose customers. Oh, we know they're fat shaming. We know they are. Child. They about to be like Spirit. Spirit about to close their door. Southwest. I mean, y'all hurting for money like that down to the Southwest? I'm just asking. Y'all already charging for bags. I mean, y'all already finna make go finna didn't they change their seat policy as well? Or they were thinking about it? Baby, just go ahead and shut down. Okay. Just shut down at this point. Shut that shit down at this point. So listen, I don't have nothing for you, Southwest. Listen, I have nothing for you people. Baby, if y'all thought Dildo Gate was gonna stop with the WNBA, well, now it's in the NFL. The people said, oh no. We like our dildos not only down to the WNBA, we are equal opportunity with this. And now flying dildos have made their way to the NFL. Uh-huh. Now, this past Friday, there was a preseason game between the Tennessee Titans and Minnesota Vikings. And this was in Tennessee. And baby, there was baby, that was in the middle of the game. Next thing you know, all the way out on the field. Listen, how far did you have to throw that? Because my thing about it is this: at an NFL stadium where it landed, like it landed on the field, it didn't land on the sidelines, it didn't land in the stand. You had to chuck that thing pretty hard, even if you're on like one of the front rows. You got to chuck that thing pretty far to make it on the field. Again, I ask, how did you get in the stadium with this? Lil Baby say this is the dildos. The NFL is where the dildos belong, and that came from Lil Baby. I don't know. I ain't gonna hold you. That came from Lil Baby. Don't look at me. I ain't got nothing to do with it. You ain't lying. Hey, they might have some talent. You may have a career in the NFL, baby. If you threw that dildo and it made it all the way out there, you might have a little arm on you. Maybe a team might, put you on the practice squad or something. Maybe you could get a contract. Child, not what? Not it hitting the turf right at the same time as the flag. Oh, what? Somebody thinking it's a flag and they go over there. And it's a whole ass dildo. Child, I cannot. Child. Child. They slanging dangalang. They is slanging dangalangs. Demetria. Baby, where else we gonna have these at? What next? I want somebody to go down to the swimming match and throw it in the water. Okay, go on down there to the swimming and stuff, and throw it down there in the water. I'm just saying. I mean, if that's what we're doing, child, a mess. My question still is, what is the protocol for smuggling a dildo into a stadium? Do we put it in our pants and act like it's our own stuff? Like, do you slide it in your underwear and pretend it's your meat, and then go to the bathroom, take it out, and then you ready to chuck it when you like? I'm trying to figure this out. Why, El Teddy? Why are you so vested in figuring out how the dildo makes it into the stadium? Inquiring minds want to know. Hey, LMV, got to be wearing them in because how? That's what I'm thinking. How you make it through security? I'm thinking they put it in their pants and act like put it in a crotch area because ain't nobody really gonna pat you down. And even if they wave a metal detector over it, the metal detector is not going to detect no silicone. You know what I'm saying? Hell, if it did, half the women coming in there might, fail the metal detector. So, interesting. Look at the info now. Look at here. Look at here. Question is, how do I know that they ain't holding it inside the booty shoot? The booty shoot. Up the booty shoot. Ow, the booty shoot. I can't help but think that somebody may have done that. And that's how they smuggled it in. Hey Lee, I don't know why Dangalangs is flinging around everywhere. I have no idea. I have no idea why. Xavier, I've been to a lot of stadiums and a lot of games, and I promise you, at no point in my life, with the hundreds of stadiums I've been in, have I ever thought about, oh, there must be dildos in this stadium. Like, that's never a thought. I've never come across a dildo in a stadium at all in any sport. I'm just saying. You know, let's move on. I cannot. Well, Shiloh Sanders, Shadur's brother and Dion's son, finds himself without a job. Now, he was a rookie trying to make the team down to the Tampa Bay. Well, he's been summarily dismissed from the team. Now, I have thoughts, but let me show you all what was the precipice for him getting released. Now, here's the first. He had an altercation with a member of the New York Giants. So here's the first angle that most people saw.
That's the tight end, Zach Davidson. Swing.
So they're saying, he got flagged for unnecessary roughness when he, swung on the Giants player or whatnot, right? However, there was another angle from the other side because you didn't see that the white guy snatched on his face mask. Now here's the face mask. Here's the other video.
That's the
Oh no, I showed that one. Here's the other one.
Sanders. Right there. And a shove back.
That's not going to be good.
For either Sanders. Right there. And a shove back.
So now people are saying that this was that they're going too far. I agree. I think that right, that we've seen much worse, far worse in the NFL, and people not lose their jobs. The fact that you lost your job, let me help you understand something. Unfortunately, you know what your last name is. It's extra eyes on you, and you have to make those accommodations, Shiloh. Now, Shiloh, there's added scrutiny to you and your brother because of the disdain that many in the NFL have for your daddy. You knew that going in. And so, does that mean that there are extra rules for you than there are for others? Sure. And you just listen, I'm sorry, and it should not be that way. But at this point, guess what, sir? You're without a team right now. Now, somebody else may pick you up, I'm sure, because you got drafted because your brother just went in this year's draft. You were supposed to go in last year's draft and you didn't end up getting drafted, but they still offered you a $3 million contract in April, right? But now they waived you and your contract. Now you don't have a team nowhere. Now, like I said, who knows? Maybe a team will pick you up. But last time I checked, we're at the point where teams are trying to whittle their teams down to the 53-man roster. Like this week, they're making decisions on more cuts on their teams. Okay. Are you a player that is your skill set that with which somebody is going to pick you up? I can't answer that. Is it unfair and harsh treatment of you to get dropped? Sure. Terrence said you might as well go on up there to the Canadian Football League. Bro, I don't know. But you have to know if you breathe wrong, they're going to be on you like stank on shit. I'm just saying. Well, you know, the Mannings, that family fits into the America's views of white America. You know what I'm saying? That's white America. They don't want any parts of black people, especially any black person that has any amount of bravado. You do realize that the NFL is still modern day slavery, and what they don't want is for their slaves players to have any amount of bravado about them. Don't walk around with your head up thinking that you are actual full-fledged human being. Oh no. Mm-mm. You need to be grateful that for whatever crumbs they give you, and grateful that they even allow you to put on their uniform. Child. Here we are. Here we are. Jeannie, I'm with you. Jeannie, I'm with you. Now, that's what they said. They said it was easy for them to drop him because, you know all that good anyway. And they're saying that, bro, you just gave them a reason. I ain't got nothing to do with it, sir. Listen, I don't know what to tell. I mean, if you want, you could come over here and talk to me about it and lay your head on my pillow and just relax. This bed was made for you. I mean, you're a little too young, so I'm gonna put you right out afterward. Right after the deed is done, I'm gonna put you out because you're a little too young. But you could come lay your head on my pillow as long as you get the deed done. I'm just saying. Anyway, Shador, I don't know what not Shador, Shiloh, I don't know what to tell you. You need to be over there trying to talk some sense to your brother, making sure he stay on the Browns. Because he better hope he get this job with the Browns. We don't have all day, sir. We have a whole dossier over here. We have to move on, sir. Shador, sir, we have a whole dossier to get through. We literally don't have the time to concentrate on you. Sir, go with God.
Go with God. Go with God, Crispy.
Go with God. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, non-binary, gender-conforming members of our audience, oh yes, I bring to you the late, great Larry Myers to help us usher in our Sugar Spike segment. Oh God. Wow! You see, this is the part that I like.
Major Sugar Spike.
So love the world, I want to fight. That he gave his only begotten son.
Major Sugar Spike.
And shall
the sugar spike.
They shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus. Thank you, Larry. We start off the sugar spike segment today. We start off the sugar spike segment today with some former FEMA employees sounding the alarm about some major cutbacks and setbacks in FEMA. Now they're saying their biggest concerns center on a new policy requiring the Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem to personally approve all contracts over $100,000. They say that slows down emergency response efforts, leaving communities vulnerable. Now, if y'all remember when they had the flooding over there in Texas, it took them days to get over there and really have the full force of FEMA's assistance because of Kristi Noem and this new policy that she has. So God forbid there's a major earthquake. There's more forest fires that ravage towns. There's a major hurricane. There's explosions in tornadoes and stuff like that that ravages through a major city. Because Kerrville, Texas was a small town. Imagine if a major natural disaster hits a major metropolitan area. And the fact that there are these things to slow them down. Now, I've reported on this I've been reporting on this for some time, but now we have actual former employees putting pen to paper and speaking to news outlets addressing their concerns. They have even urged Congress to make FEMA an independent agency and shield it from political interference because of the because of its importance to the lives of American citizens. I should say the same thing about the CDC and the NIH. Like the fact that these organizations, these agencies, these entities at this point can still bend at the whims of politics and stuff, and this directly affects safety to life issues is appalling. But here we are. Here the fuck we are. In more news. Now, Gavin, Gavin doing everything that she can at this point in her power to get y'all to see her. Cause she's gonna put her name in the ring for 2028. So she figure at this point, she doing her big one. She figures she doing her big one right now because it's real early. Ain't nobody really pushing back. Well, not pushing back, I should say, but ain't nobody else trying to flex like her to get their name out there. Well, I'm about to mention somebody else who is too, but she's trying to, consume the airspace and make herself the antithesis of Donald John. So she put these out there and is selling Make America Gavin Again merch. I don't know that that's a good slogan. We don't want to be Gavin. We were never Gavin, okay? But I mean, she's trolling. She's trying to consume the headlines and position herself as the antithesis to Donald John. Now, Donald John returned serve and said, well, so you don't think that I'm going to allow California to do the exact same thing that Texas just did? Oh, no. So now just today, he was at the White House blathering about and vowed to file lawsuits against the state of California over its plan to redraw the state's congressional lines against the use of blue slips in the Senate. The president told reporters a lawsuit will be filed soon after California's Democratic-controlled legislature formally approved Governor Gavin Newsom's plan last Thursday to redraw the state's congressional lines, setting it up to appear on the ballot in November. He said, quote, "I think I'm going to be filing a lawsuit pretty soon, and I think we're going to be very successful in it. We're going to be filing it through the Department of Justice. That's how that's going to happen." End of quote. Sir, you do realize there'll be lawsuits against Texas, right? I mean, you have every right to do that. Go ahead, file your lawsuits. Like I told the Democrats in Texas who were saying they were going to sue Texas. How long is it going to take to adjudicate this? There's that. Hey, D. We know we know. We already know. It went all the way up to the California Supreme Court, and the California Supreme Court said it was good. He's trying to take them to federal court, but what he doesn't realize is because these people are too stupid, taking them to federal court opens up the Texas redistricting to the same litmus test and the same adjudications. So if he takes them to federal court, that federal court decision, should it make its way up to the Supreme Court, would then open up all states, red or blue, to the same adjudication. But here we are. These people are stupid. In more news, now, the people are saying that Wes Moore and his team are now saying, nah, we ain't just gonna let Gavin Newsom consume the whole media cycle. Nah, let us get some of this because we have aspirations for 2028. So Wes Moore has been on a tear the last week or so, going back and forth with Donald John, as Donald John has threatened to send National Guard troops up to Baltimore, and he went out there, told Donald John, "Yeah, you got a problem? Just come on visit. Come on up here. We'd love to have you. Bring your ass on up here to Baltimore." He's told the president yesterday morning. I'm sorry, this one yesterday morning. He told the president, I believe Saturday, to come and quote, walk our streets and not just talk about us from the Oval Office, end of quote. That's what he said in the speech, to which your president replied yesterday. He said, quote, "Governor Wes Moore of Maryland has asked in a rather nasty and provocative tone that I walk the streets of Maryland with him. I assume he is talking about out of control crime ridden Baltimore. As president, I would much prefer that he clean up this crime disaster before I go there for a walk," end of quote. Basically, what he said was, "Boy, you's a nigger, and how dare you talk to me?" Because when he said in a nasty, provocative tone, that was that basically meant, how dare you think that you and I are the same? We're not the same. You are now and will always be a nigger, hard ER. And how dare you think that you could speak to me in such a manner? That's basically what that is. Yeah, that's basically what that is. is so they'll go back and forth over and over. Donald John will go back and forth with him. Wes Moore, I'm sure him and his team is watching the news cycle and say, yeah, let's take some of this news cycle away from Gavin. And go ahead, Wes. I ain't even mad at it. Go ahead, do it. He's Wes Moore also said that he's talking with the Maryland legislature about doing some redistricting over in Maryland. So we'll see how that works. I said all of the blue states might as well. JB Pritzker, where are you at? You know, Kathy Hochul, Big Gretch. I'm just saying, Washington State, Oregon. Anyway, we'll be watching. You know, there's going to be a lot of this posturing from now until uh, uh, um, 2027 when primary season ramps up. In more attacks, why I got to keep seeing this man face? Yeah, he gonna have to do some much more big. He gonna have to do some things. Yeah. It's hard coming from a small state like Maryland. So he's going to have to do more and more things that bring a bigger stage to him. But when you come from a small state like Maryland, it's always an uphill climb. Now, that's Mayor Brandon Johnson of the city of Chicago, previously mentioned city of Chicago. And Donald John also floated out there that he'd be sending National Guard troops and possible active duty troops into the great city of Chicago, to which Mayor Brandon Scott said that Chicago's, quote, will not bend or cower to the president's will, end of quote. He said in a statement yesterday that he is in active communication with his local and state counterparts. Quote, as we prepare for any potential unconstitutional military deployments to Chicago. The governor, the Cook County board president, and I are in complete alignment. Chicago is not calling for a military occupation of our city. We are currently evaluating all of our legal options to protect the people of Chicago from unconstitutional federal overreach. No matter what happens, the city of Chicago will not waver. We are Chicago. We would not bend or cower, and we would never break. End of quote. Y'all going on? I told y'all. I spelled out how the start of this civil war is going to happen. I did that last week. Did I not spell it out for y'all last week? How this civil war will begin. It's going to, I could see it starting because of these, the Trump administration trying to federalize law enforcement in cities where the federal government cannot or should not, I should say, have that amount of overreach. And it's going to be Donald John trying to use the National Guard against a major metropolitan area. And that governor is not going to have it. And now we'll have National Guard on National Guard, which then is going to force Donald John to call in active duty military. And now all bets will be off at that point. Oh, the man is a whole tyrannical dictator. He is. Here we are. Here the fuck we are. We go over to the zoo. That's Mizzou or Missouri. So the University of Missouri, their Black Student Union, they don't call it the Black Student Union. We did a piece on them last summer, if y'all remember. And there was a situation where they canceled an event that the Black Student Union. They don't call it the Black Student Union. I got to remember what they call. They call it. I'm sorry. It's called. Their Black Student Union is called the Legion of Black Collegians, down to the University of Missouri. But they had a situation where they had a graduation event for Black students that the university canceled. They also last year, when they tried to have this same event, which was called the Welcome Black Barbecue, the university made them change the name of it, right? And they changed it to Welcome Black and Gold Barbecue because the school colors are black and gold. And we reported on that last year. Well, this year they tried to have the event again, and they called it Black to Class Block Party. And the university was like, no. Matter of fact, the university canceled the event altogether. The administration down to Missouri University said the event's name suggested exclusion based on race, even though the Legion of Black Collegians leaders believe that the cancellation reflects a deeper issue. We know it reflects a deeper issue. We know what this is all about, but they forced them to close this event. And as much as there's a lot of highlight, I talked about this when we spoke on the situation down at Missouri University last year. As much as there's a lot of focus, spotlight, and highlight on HBCUs and what's happening at HBCU, I have to always remind people there are exponentially more Black students at PWIs than there are at HBCUs. And more often than not, some of the racism and discrimination faced by Black students at those PWIs goes unspoken of, goes unreported, and those students essentially have to suffer in silence. And so we have another situation here where that administration, which is of a PWI, which you know is lily white, has now is now going to force these Black students to change and cancel events that they've had since they've had Black students at these schools that is built in to help support Black students there. And now they're going to do away with all of this. Now, again, I've said this before and I'm going to say it again. Don't think that this isn't going to breach and encroach on the Divine Nine. Please don't believe it's not. Please understand that this inevitably will bleed over into and encroach on the Divine Nine. It's not going to stop here. I could see a world where they force the closure of all Black student unions or whatever iteration or derivative there is of a Black student union at all PWIs. I absolutely see that coming. That will follow by the banishment, the starting of banishment of Black fraternities and sororities from those campuses. I'm telling you, this is coming. This is coming. Contrary to popular belief, there is no scenario where all Black students can go to HBCUs because, like I said, there are exponentially more Black students outside of at PWIs than there are at HBCUs. So there's no world where we can just say all of the Black students are going to have to go to a HBCU because there's no room. There's literally most HBCUs right now are at capacity. And we're talking about I don't want to talk, and I want to give you real numbers. Hold on, I used to have it saved. So, according to statistics, they say only 9%, that's 9% of all Black college students in the United States attend HBCUs. And that was from 2 years ago. So even if I'm being generous, maybe that ballooned to a 12%. But I'm sure it's not that. Even if you told me 20% of Black students, which is not, okay? This says 9%. That means another 90%. There's no capacity for that. So that's why I always talk about there's only, let me say that again. The statistics say there's only less than 10% of all Black college students attending HBCU. And HBCUs are busting out at the seams right now. There's no world where the rest of that 90% can say, oh, we're all going to, and it's just no room. There's just no room. That would take a lot more actual universities, campus, and that is, there's just so the point that I'm making is we have to protect our Black students at these PWIs equally as well as we protect our Black students at the HBCUs. And situations like what we have going on here at Missouri University, is going to happen more and more. It's going to become more and more common. Snoop Dogg is in the news. Now, he's already on my canceled list. But here's the latest and more fuck shit that he got coming out of his mouth. Now, he was on a podcast the other day. Here's what he said.
Put it everywhere.
Yeah.
I took my grandson to see what was the movie with Buzz Lightyear.
Toy Story?
Not that one, but
the new Buzz. The Lightyear. I think it's called Lightyear. Yeah, Kiki
Palmer's in that movie.
Okay.
She plays like the daughter. So we watching it, and the lady, which is Kiki's mama, they move on into the space years. They move down the line. They're like, man, she had a baby with a woman. Well, my grandson in the middle of the movie like, Papa Snoop, how she have a baby with a woman? She a woman. Oh, shit. I didn't come in for the came to watch the goddamn movie. Hey, man, watch the movie. They just said she had a baby. They both women. How did she have a baby? Shh. The movie ain't over with. So it's like, I'm scared to go to the movies now. Like, y'all throwing me in. I don't have an answer for it.
What'd you tell them?
Watch the movie. It's just popcorn. Shh.
You said, we don't know. We don't know.
It threw me for a loop. I'm like, what part of the movie was this? These are kids that we have to show that at this age. Like,
that part.
They're going to ask questions.
Yeah.
They are going to ask. I don't have the answer.
Yeah. And I don't even know the answer that's rehearsed. What am I supposed to say? Is what was the lady used to be I got questions. Now I got questions. Me too.
And I was just there to go to sleep and watch the movie. Woke me up. I'm in there. Huh? They just said that she had a baby. How? They both women. Oh, man, damn. Yeah, eat the popcorn.
Damn.
What do y'all want from me? What do y'all want from me? I literally have no idea what you people want from me. You know that there's Hey, Mr. Brodus, Mr. Brodus, Mr. Brodus, come here. You know that there are women that have never had sex with a man or a woman and got pregnant? It's real easy, right? Same way you explain, because clearly you had to have explained to this same grandchild the concept of sex, right? Because clearly, if he's asking you about this, at some point, the conversation around sex happened, right? Because in his brain, you all have let fester that the only mechanism by which a baby can be produced is a man and woman being together. Because at no point did you explain that there's whole things called IVF, artificial insemination, all of that, right? You also realize this same child could go to school with another classmates that may have two moms. Like this whole, I don't know what to explain. Oh my God, what is the world coming to? There are gay people on the screen. Baby, there are gay people walking down the street. Like, is this what we're doing? I do not have the energy for these people. You and your bigotry and discrimination against gay people. Because the part that you didn't hear, I don't know if you could hear it, but the part that you don't hear is at the beginning is when he says, it's everywhere, meaning gay people.
Putting it everywhere.
Yeah.
I took my
Yeah, you could hardly hear. Hold on.
putting it everywhere.
Yeah.
Where he said they're putting it everywhere, meaning gay people and homosexuality. Newsflash, we are already everywhere. So if we're already everywhere, why wouldn't we be on television or in like, I don't have the energy to explain this to. I'm not gonna make the energy. I'm not gonna make the time to explain this. I'm not. I'm not gonna make the time to go down this road with him. But here's the deal, Xavier. This wasn't even two men. This was two women. Like I just you sound like the white people who used to be appalled when there was a black person on screen. All I know, next thing I know, there was a nigger on the screen. How do I explain to my children? You know, the whole country had a whole uproar when Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, movies like that came out. Oh my God, she brought a black man home. I cannot. I could really dissect this and do a whole dissertation on how the black community, and in many cases, a lot of black heterosexual men utilize their heterosexuality as their own version of white supremacy. Like they have this, you know how white people have white supremacy? Black people that can't align and have white supremacy have their own level of supremacy, which is their heterosexuality, right? I could do a whole dissertation on it, but I'm not gonna waste our time today. We have a whole silly Saturday dossier. We've already canceled you, Mr. Brodus. We're gonna I will sit there and let you wallow in your bigotry, discrimination, and ignorance. I don't have the energy. I'm not gonna waste brain cells on you, sir. Sir, go to hell. Why is this man continuing to come up on my fucking screen? God be with me. Now, your president signed several executive orders this morning. And while people are focused on the one about the burning of the flag, meanwhile back at the ranch, stupid ass, the fucking Supreme Court adjudicated on flag burning decades ago, okay? With that case over in Texas. That was decades ago, where that was protected under the First Amendment. That's already been adjudicated. Now, this is his Supreme Court that's bought and sold by him, that's willing to undo all Supreme Court precedent that we've had over hundreds of years now. They're willing to undo all of that. So I'm not going to go down that road about flag burning. But the one that does concern our community is that executive order that he signed attempting to end cashless bail on the federal level. I know that's going to be adjudicated up the wazoo, and he's threatening to remove federal funding from states and jurisdictions that allow cashless bail. And he says he's starting with DC, and he does that because he knows that DC is under federal control. Technically, DC is not under the control of the executive branch. DC is under the control of the legislative branch. Congress is the ones who control things that happen in DC, not the executive branch. But since the Congress has abdicated their duties and responsibilities to him, here we are. But this affects us because we know cash bail was nothing more than a way to keep the poor people in jail and get rich people out of jail. That's all cash bails are for. And so that the rich and the affluent can have a mechanism to get out of jail quickly, and the poor in our country will be forced then to stay in jail. That's the only purpose for it. And so that there could be equal and fair treatment under the law, many places have already adjudicated and determined that there should be no, they should have cashless bail. Hell, DC was one of the early ones. They've had cashless bail or some form of cashless bail in DC going back 30 plus years since the early 90s. I believe they started back in 92. But he's trying to his administration, I told y'all, it's about the 5 infinity stones. And we know what the 5th one is. He seems to lean on that 5th infinity stone. We ain't got time today. We do not have time. Terrence said we need Larry again. Larry, Terrence is calling for encore.
You see, this is the part that I like.
Major sugar spike.
So loved the world, I want to fight. That he gave. His only begotten son.
Major sugar spike.
And shall ever believe.
Major sugar spike.
They shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus! I wish somebody help me.
I honestly don't see any world where he can withhold freaking federal dollars because a municipality and or state chooses for, and you're talking about systems that are state systems, like whether or not their state judicial system and whether or not they have a cash bail or a cashless bail. There's no world where even the most conservative of federal judges should be siding in any way, shape, form, or fashion that the federal government can withhold any type of funding because they have cashless bail. I cannot and will not. In our last sugar spiky story, this'll make you laugh, Terrence, and all my other veterans. So your president is throwing out there that he could change the name of the Department of Defense to the Department of War. He said, quote, when he was having his meeting with the South Korea's president earlier, he said, quote, Pete Hegseth has been incredible with the, as I call it, the Department of War. You know, we call it the Department of Defense, but between us, I think we're going to change the name. End of quote. He went on to say, quote, you know, you want to know the truth? I think we're going to have some information on that maybe soon. End of quote. Now, you do know that it used to be called the Department of War, or there was a Department of War in American history that was established by George Washington back in 1789. However, in 1947, President Truman renamed it the Department of Defense so that we weren't classifying ourselves as a war nation. So that's why they said we wanted to be a nation that if we needed to defend ourselves, we did, but we were not actively looking for wars. And so that was the kind of the rationale behind it. So that's why it was Harry S. Truman named it the Department of Defense in 1949. Now, you know, Trump has been calling Hegseth the Secretary of War and not the Secretary of Defense. You know, whatever. I don't have this type of time, but kiss my ass. We're halfway through. Y'all, damn it, it's already 6:30 and we're only halfway through. God, y'all, we're here. If you'd like to, please support the platform. You can click on that QR code, support the platform, where we do great work over here and we try to, you know, do the Lord's work and do the work of the people. Support the platform. We're here. It's time for our gospel feature. Y'all know the routine. If they try to shut us down again, just wait round for it. We'll be back. We have a classic. The original song is old, but the version that most people know is from 2010. But the original song is old. So, for our old school gospel feature, we got a good one. For our old school gospel feature, we will be listening to, where is it at? Oh, here it is. For our old school gospel feature, we'll be listening to what? Stretch Out. Here you go. Hope you enjoy it.
When days are dark and I'm climbing on my track, I hold on and learn to. When you just keep on praying, keep on believing, hold on and learn to. All the praises and giving to His grace.
That was Donisha Ballard leading Stretch Out. Now, you know, that's some old school down south churching now. You got tambourines, scrub boards, all you need is cowbell and a big bass drum. Not the bass drum attached to the drum set. I'll talk about just that single bass drum that an old church mother was over there beating on. You would have a cowbell. You gonna have about 4 or 5 scrub boards, and you gonna have 8 million tambourines. That's the old school down south church. That's Pentecostal church. I'm just telling you what I know. I ain't gonna even hold you. A good down home church back in the day, baby. Listen, you had some good church. You have a good scrub board and about 8 million tambourines. Now the song goes on. They go on for about another 4 or 5 minutes. Well, they just over there getting it in, just run it all through the church. Pastor come up and get involved in everything. They just have a whole good old time. You go look it up. It's very easily found. Stretch Out. Just type in Stretch Out. It'll come up. Cha. With evangelist Donisha Ballard. Cha. I don't know, Xavier. They be in a lot. Most churches I be seeing, they be in getting it with some tambourines nowadays. Now, I ain't gonna even hold you. Cha. We did, Ravine. We survived. Hey, Trey. Yes, child. That's that down south churching. That ain't church. That's church. Okay, there's a difference. But that was Donisha Ballard, and Greater Harvest Baptist Church with Stretch Out. We love that kind of stuff right around here. We love that, child. And Donisha Ballard, she has several recordings where she's going to visit other churches and done that and be carrying. I don't really like the ones that are a little too I like the ones where I pull up a video of Donisha and she's at somebody's church getting it in. Where they have her, at an event, she's on stage and it has to be nice and cut up and produced. And I don't like that one. Give me her with a choir in the background and a microphone, and mama can go in. I'm just telling you what I know. But I hope that blessed you. Somebody needed that good shout. Somebody needed that good shout. Come on, Stretch Out. Somebody needed that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed our old school gospel feature of the day. It's time for This Day in Music. So, what year do you think we will be doing for This Day in Music? What year? For those people new here, well, I'm glad you got what you needed. Go ahead and get your breakthrough. Tracy, hold on. Tracy say she ain't finished yet. She still need another breakthrough. Hold on. Tracy said she felt that thing. She said that thing was still deep in her, it was like fire shut up in her bones. Tracy says she felt that thing. Had to let Tracy get another run round. Yes, we have done 1993. Harold, we have. Let's see. 87, 98. Oh, Montrez, we had a good one when we did 95. But last week we did 2000. We did 2000 last week, and that was a really good year too. 2006, 99, 93, 2010. Look at Catherine Powell. She's just calling out a whole bunch of years. Well, Janae says 77. Janae is the closest. The year is 1976. I was not yet born. I wasn't even thought about. Wasn't even thought about at all. Wasn't thought about at all. The year was 1976. And we will look at the top 10 R&B singles on August 25th, 1976. This ought to be fun. Number 10. Not to the Ice Age. This Masquerade by George Benson. If you ever hear this song just the beginning, the first minute or two of this song is all about the greatness of George Benson and how phenomenal of a musician George Benson is. Love the first minute and a half of this song and just George Benson and his greatness. Heaven Must Be Missing an Angel. Listen, quintessential 70s funk. Late 70s. Tavares. Heaven Must Be Missing an Angel. There was a part 1 and a part 2. Okay. Cha. Number 8. Now, although people will tell you Hate Retha's most famous song is RESPECT, when I think Hate Retha, this is the song that I think about. Something he can feel. Giving us something he can feel. That I think about that Hate Retha. That's the Hate Retha that I think about. Something he can feel. This is quintessential Hate Retha. This is Hate Retha in her element, okay? Hate Retha was in her element, okay? Cha. And then you got Lou Rawls. You'll never find, as long as you live, someone to love you like I do. You'll never find. Come on, Lou Rawls. You're gonna miss my loving. You're gonna miss my loving. You're gonna miss my loving. This is Lou Rawls' most famous song. This is his number 1 hit, his most famous song. You'll never find another love like mine. I mean, Lou was over there singing, you'll never find. Number 6, James Brown. Get up off of that thing. And then to you feel better. Ow, get up off of that thing. Come on now. Classic dance, 70s dancer. Baby, when James Brown sang this, baby, the club exploded. I can only imagine being in the club, probably high on something. You know, in the 70s, they used to be high. Hell, we was high. People be high when I was in the clubs in the early 2000s too. But I can only imagine back in the 70s and Get Up Off of That Thing by James Brown. Get up off of that thing and that you feel better. Came on. Baby, listen. Can you imagine the amount of partying that went on when this would come on? Child girl. I know they was getting it, honey. It's a Friday night groove, honey. It is a Friday night groove. Number 5 was Summer by the group War. Now, I was not familiar with this song. Now, clearly, I was not born at the time, but I was not familiar with this song by the group War called Summer. Cha. Number 4, Wild Cherry. Play that funky music, right. Play that funky music, right. Play that funky music, right, boy. Play from the groove till you play that funky music till you die. This was a whole jam. Them white boys were singing at Wild Cherry, jamming. They was over there jamming, okay? Jamming. Play that funky music. Jamming. Oh, listen. Get away. Philip Bailey was over there singing in the stratosphere. Get away. With me today. Listen, I'm a band head. I was in the band. Every band imaginable, every high school black band, every HBCU black band has played Earth, Wind, and Fire. Several Earth, Wind, and Fire songs. And Get Away is one of those songs that you played if you was in the band. Get Away. You had Maurice. You had Philip over there singing to the rafters. Listen. Y'all ain't want no parts to Get Away. Classic Earth, Wind, and Fire. Earth, Wind, and Fire, easily probably the greatest band to ever walk the face of the earth. I'm going to fight you to find me another band better than Earth, Wind, and Fire. Listen, you know Verdine and that damn Perm, baby. You know Verdine was going to be over there on that. Verdine was going to be over there and getting it. And that hair is going to be hitting too. What? They'll want it. Get Away is classic Earth, Wind, and Fire. Listen, classic Earth, Wind, and Fire. I'm just saying. You're never going to find another band greater than Earth, Wind, and Fire. Ever. Number 2. Talk about a white boy funkin'. Casey from Casey and the Sunshine Band. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Shake your booty. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Shake your booty. This year has some classics. Come through 76. Y'all over here jamming in 76. Okay, come through, Casey and the Sunshine Band at number 2. At number 1 is Everybody. Hoochie Coo. Hoochie Coo. That's Ohio player. Hoochie Coo. Not Coochie Coo. Hoochie Coo. By the Ohio Players. Yeah, he ain't had no booty to shake. He didn't. That was the number 1 song on August 25th. 1976. Let's go all the way back. Let's look. This was a strong list. 1976 top 10 R&B songs in the year of our Lord. 1976 on August 25th, 1976. Number 10, This Masquerade by George Benson. Number 9, Heaven Must Be Missing an Angel, Part 1 by Tavares. Number 8, Aretha Franklin, Something He Can Feel. Number 7, Lou Rawls, You'll Never Find Another Love Like Mine. Number 6, James Brown, Get Up Off of That Thing. Number 5, Summer by War. Number 4, Play That Funky Music, Wild Cherry. Number 3, Getaway, EWF, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Number 2, Shake, 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 Shake Your Booty, Casey and the Sunshine Band. And the number 1 song on August 25th, 1976, Ohio Players, Hoochie Coo. Strong list, 1976. I ain't even mad about it. Strong list. It's a good list. Let's look at our let's have a little fun with our video breakdowns. Let's look at our video breakdowns of the day. Oh, okay, here it is. Here's video breakdown number 1. Now, listen. I'm only going to show this video once. You will immediately see when I show it the first time why it will only be showed once. If you miss it, you're going to have to red ball back. We will not show it again. Here's the video.
Let me ask you a question. When's the last time you seen a statue and said, let me look underneath it?
I never.
Oh my God, look at the details. Why? Them balls got more wrinkles than my grandpa.
Why? Oh no! Why?
Who knew that they made statues anatomically correct? I didn't know that when we were making statues that they were anatomically correct. I was like, okay. All right. I just figured they did them like, Barbie dolls and Ken dolls. Where you have, just smooth areas where all of the important pieces go. Baby, I don't know. And not only was it, you can see they put some effort into it too. Like you saw it was, it had the creases and wrinkles and stuff. Like I was like, who was the model for this? I'm trying to figure that out. Oh, the pillar was there. That's why I said you got to look hard. Go back and red ball it, Xavier. You'll see it. It's there. It's absolutely there. Right. It like had definition and stuff. Baby, listen. Dare say he don't win all the glory. I was not prepared. I said, oh, who knew? Oh, dear God. That was the video breakdown number 1. I told y'all I'm only showing it one time, okay?
These niggas talking about 100 million per backstroke. Bitch, you gonna have to get him out of me.
Omega pause that shit. Omega pause it. Oh, I need a break. Why everybody act like this a crazy take? The economy gonna forever be messed up when I'm done. That's not ridiculous to say. I'm coming back for seconds and making bro fall in love with me? I'm gonna be moving like a prime Kardashian? Bro, what's going on? I want to say 3, but on 5, I might say 10. Turn the power off. I ain't gonna lie to you. We finna turn the power off. Wi-Fi, everything getting cut off. Y'all online getting buck wild. These backstroke bandits is dropping crazier bars than some I probably heard in a Sexy Red or Suki Hana song. I ain't heard. Look, read the comments, bro. You gotta read all the comments. It's 10,000 of them. Really think about that. It's 10,000 of them.
if they giving 100 million per backstroke, you know, Xavier, you might become a trillionaire, damn billionaire. You know, with just 10, you could become a billionaire. I figure, Xavier, you might be the first member of the 4 Comma Club. I might stop somewhere around maybe a good 500 million. I mean, a 500 billion, I should say, not million. I might stop somewhere around a good 500 billion. For a backstroke, oh yeah, 100 mil per back. Oh baby, yeah, I'm a leave with at least 500 billion. So yeah, that was the second video. Here's the third video.
Bro, Florida is really like this. I mean, you got this cop parked all out in the middle of the street like, fam, I'm trying to go to work. Then you go further down the street and you see somebody showering at the crosswalk. Like, bro, walk across the street. People skateboarding like Mario Kart size Teslas. I'm trying to, now this would upset me because I'm like, hey, you're going to have to hurry it up. You're going to have to definitely hurry it. Then you see this and you're like, what he pointing at? Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes, this is what confuses me. How do you drive a private jet? How?
I don't know what y'all got going on. But that does look like a typical day in Florida. I'm just saying. That I ain't gonna even hold you. Yeah, that I could see that. A lot of that stuff. Yeah, I could see that happen. Let me go on. Oh, I had one more. Sorry. We got one more. One more.
Cash your card.
Rainbit.
First of all, what you not finna do, sir, is judge me. I don't give a damn what I got going on. Don't give me all these dirty ass looks and shit. You don't know me or my life. For all you know, I might have a baby at home waiting for that baby oil. I might have forgotten my cucumbers for my salad, and I might be trying to re-up my condom. Who the fuck are you to judge me? The fuck you looking at me for? Bitch, run that shit. The way I would have cussed him out, bitch, run my shit up and stop fucking playing with me. Cause see, I would have been real disrespectful. Baby, the way I would have cussed him out, he gonna look at, bit the fuck, you got a problem? Baby, I would have cussed him slap out. Slap out. Slap out. look, look at Janae. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let's do some palate cleansers. Let's get out of here because y'all are out of control. As usual, y'all are out of control. Out of control as usual. Let me look at some palate cleansers on the way out. Since y'all want to be out of control. Let's look at some palate cleansers. Oh. I'm still mad at that statue though. Oh. 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 Okay. This for my salt and pepper lovers. That's for my people who like nice twinks and bottoms. Oh. Interesting. I got a 2 for 1. Okay. I'm enjoying these good palate cleansers. Come through, palate cleansers. Okay. Oh. 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 What you grabbing on, sir? Okay. Hey, pretty lady. That's a very nice hairstyle. Oh. Sir, what is all this down here? This is a family show. I keep telling y'all, this is a family show. Y'all be coming here with all of I could see your dickhead. Lord. Like, this is a whole family show. Child. Avocados and boiled eggs for breakfast with your coffee. Okay. See you eating healthy. It's working for you. Mm. Hey. Hey. Not Z-top. I don't know what Z-top means, but okay. You're not that cute in the face, sir. You really not. Oh, he reminds me of Luca from Grownish. Don't he remind you, Xavier, of Luca from Grownish? That's a fine young man, too. That Luca, that's a fine piece of Haitian man. Okay. Oh. See you over there in Miami Beach. That's a pretty bathing suit, young lady. Okay. I see you. Mm-hmm. Okay. Hey, man. All right, y'all. Did you enjoy the Manic Monday? Did you enjoy Manic Monday? If you enjoyed Manic Monday, put a Shondo in the chat. I, it took a lot for me to get this Manic Monday out because I had to steal time during some of my meetings and things I had going on and during work today. I had to steal some time to produce Manic Monday, and I really didn't think I was gonna get it done, but we got it done. We got it in there. We got it in there. Cha. Ain't no problem, Candace F. Go ahead and watch the replay. Cha. Anyway, certainly enjoy bringing you Manic Monday in lieu of Silly Saturday. It takes a lot, but it's certainly a labor of love.
Worthy of an app.
No, that's the wrong thing, L. Titty. If you want to contribute to the platform, you can do that by hitting there. Even though it's not Saturday, it's still Silly Saturday light. And I'm going to get me some crabs after this. So you can always contribute to the platform. Now, let me set up this redirect so I can send y'all over to Really Be. And y'all won't have to go and click over there. It'll just take you over there in the redirect. We'll certainly be back tomorrow. Thank you for those people who who thought of me this weekend. It was a very rough weekend. And those people who had me who sent their condolences and may have had me in their prayers. Thank you all so much for your kind words, prayers, and condolences. Okay. Redirect is set up. As I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are much obliged and much appreciated. Thank y'all so much for being over here with me. I am going to go. I got a bunch of stuff to do tonight. And we'll see y'all tomorrow. That's all I have for y'all until tomorrow. Yes, until tomorrow. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out. We'll talk soon.